Hey, so, you know those moments where you just see the love of your life from like across the aisle and it's like totally like a movie moment and like the world just stops spinning when you guys meet eyes? Yeah, well, that's not what the story's about. Let me just start off by saying that I have terrible sound quality, and I know that. I know. I'm sorry. But that's beside the point. Let me just actually start off by saying that my mom moved from a province to a different province, which is where I am right now, because I live in Canada and we have provinces. Um, so I'm visiting her in the province she moved to, and I'm going back to my province um, soon. So I've been here for about 5 weeks, and I'm homeschooled, so I don't go to regular school, so I can't go out and like make friends. So I'm like, okay, I need to get out. So I go to this corner store that's like right by my house, or my mom's house, and there's this guy, and he is cute. He's real cute, and I'm like, great, another cute guy that I'm not gonna talk to, and he's not gonna talk to me because he's way out of my league. And then guess what happens? Guess what happens? Guess. 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 He talks to me. He talks to me. And in my head, I'm like, oh my god, why is he talking to me? Like, what? Huh? What do I do? Play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. And so I play it cool. And he's like, oh, where do you live? And I'm like, oh, I don't live here, but my mom does, and I'm staying with her. And I tell him where she lives. And he's like, oh my god, I live just down the street from there. We should hang out. So I go, okay, give me your number. Or no, he goes, give me your number. So I give him my number, and I take his number, and we're like, okay, bye. And then the next day we hang out, and we go to his basement, and we watch the movie Friends with Benefits. And I'm like, this is crazy. I'm watching a movie with a boy in his basement. By the way, I have a boyfriend now. At this moment, or not in this moment, but at that moment, I did not have a boyfriend. So it was a free-for-all game. So I'm like, oh my god, I'm watching a movie with a cute boy in his basement. And then he puts his arm around me. His arm, it goes around me. And I'm like, ah! So I'm like, okay, I'm just sitting there. And I'm like, And then, guess what happens? Okay, he takes my hair and he goes, is this real? Like, so I go, yeah. And he's like, so this isn't like a weave, because a lot of girls have weave. And he's pulling my hair as he's saying all this. And I'm like, no, it's not a weave, it's real. And he's like, oh, cool. And then he goes, what about your eyelashes? Are they real? And he touches my eyelashes, and I'm like, yeah, they're real. And he's like, whoa, rad. I'm like, yeah, rad. So we go on watching the movie, and then it's normal from there. And then I'm leaving, and he's like talking to me, and mid-sentence he just goes, okay, bye, and shuts the door. He just shuts the door in my face, and I'm like, bye. So, and then I walk home, and he talks to me on Facebook that night, and I will pull up this conversation. So everything's normal, and he's just talking to me normally. And then he just says, you know, you're really kind and pretty, and I think I might be falling in love with you. No, I love you. I know I just met you, but I have this feeling in my heart. What? So I'm like, okay, obviously I don't say it back. And I'm like, okay, but yeah, you just met me. And he's like, yeah, I know, but I believe in love at first sight. And I'm like, okay. And then the conversation continues on, like it didn't even happen. And then the next day, I hear a knock on my door. Yeah. And it's him. And he's like, hey, so I know we haven't talked in a while, and I was just wondering if we could like go hang out and catch up. And I'm like, you talked to me last night. Catch up with what? We've known each other for a day. And he's like, well, I don't say that. I'm like, yeah, I'm busy, or whatever. And he's like, okay, well, some other time then. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And so I just gradually stopped talking to him more and more and more. And we haven't talked for like a week. So I think he got the message. But, and I know it's bad to just gradually stop talking to someone until they get the message, but that's what I did. So yeah, but what reminded me of this story is the other day I went to the post office. Well, it was yesterday. I went to the post office and I saw him there. Yeah, I did. I saw him there and he's just looking down. He sees me walk in and I see him and we just both just go. And I say nothing to him and he says nothing to me and I'm like, please, just leave. And so he does, and without a word, and it was so awkward, but that reminded me of the story. And Sade doesn't even know the story. She knows the I love you part, but that's all she knows because I didn't tell her. I didn't tell anybody because I just wanted to block it out. It was so weird. But, so Sade, I know she's watching this video, so now you know. But yeah, so I just thought I'd tell you guys this really weird story. And, yeah, hopefully, I always got told small towns were weird. I didn't believe it. They proved me wrong. So, I guess that's all, and I will talk to you guys later. Keep daydreaming. That is a stupid phrase, and I'm trying to make it happen, but it's not gonna happen. Okay, bye guys.